Asia Sermon.
And it's a good Friday here today. Isn't that right, Asia? How you doing?
I'm doing good. It's a little chilly outside, but I'm from Texas, so I don't like the cold. But I'm gonna deal with it. I'm gonna put my puffer jacket on, and we're gonna get with it.
Yeah.
How you feel about it?
Yeah, man, we got to bundle up somehow. I mean, I hate the cold. Like you said, I'm from Texas too, so I'm not too used to it. But we got to find a way to get warm somehow, you know. But Asia, I wanted to get to this because with PV just beating Washington State, it's been a lot of monumental wins that HBCUs have had in men's basketball. That is, TSU just won against Arizona State. Grambling just beat Colorado, and then we have Prairie View beating Washington State. So, Asia, my question to you would be, what do these recent victories for HBCUs mean in the grand scheme of things?
It means a lot. It means absolutely everything. I mean, TSU beat Arizona State, but let's not forget TSU is now 1-4. So it's not even like, they are just you dominated every single team. This game for them to beat Arizona State at PWI means everything. And it shows that we're still in the conversation. I know a lot of people think strictly Pac-12, Big Ten, this is SEC, and they forgetting about the SWAC. But for us to be beating the PWI teams, beating all these teams that nobody thinks us to win, is making a big statement. And I'm here all for it. I was excited for football when PV was playing Texas A&M. I mean, I'm excited for everything. How do you feel about it? You think this is a good start for HBCUs, or?
Man, I think you just said it all, really, because it's been said before, and I'll say it again. The difference between HBCUs and their PWI counterparts isn't talent. You know what I'm saying? It's the facilities, it's the coaching, it's the things that surround the talent that begins to bring about that separation. And I think we just saw that with these recent basketball victories. I mean, we talk about TSU and how their record may not be what it should be this season, but usually they always find their way into the NCAA tournament. PV is the same way; they always vying for that same position. So when we think about the talent that these HBCUs have, it should be no surprise that they stack up well against a Washington State, a Arizona State, a Colorado for Grambling. I mean, we have the talent in house. It just takes the coaching, the people around them to bring out that talent.
Right, I agree with you. And people got to see us for who we are.
Right.
I mean, I feel like people downplay us all the time, but we are here. We making statements. That's how we should be, and that's how we should be for the rest of the decades, centuries. That's how it should be for the rest of our lives. But Caleb, let's go back to PV. The PV girls recently lost in basketball versus Washington State, but we still have I feel like we still have good momentum. It's still early in the season, but how do you feel that how do you think they could come back and win the next few games?
They're just gonna have to get that chemistry together. I mean, it's a young team, and you got to think about it. I mean, we just played against Washington State. The schedule doesn't get any easier. Right. We play against we just played against Lamar, excuse me, but and that was a close loss against a PWI and Lamar. But our next game is against Oregon State for the women. I mean, so it's gonna take some time. We just can't judge the season as it is now, because we know once we get into SWAC play, that's where the hope may come. So, I know the coach over there. She's gonna be getting the players together, making sure they're all on the same page. I mean, basketball is a chemistry sport, right? There is no one player who can just dominate the game at this level just yet. So you're gonna need your guards, your forwards, your center to all be on the same page to execute the plan that the coach has for them.
Yeah, I totally agree. I feel like basketball is a hard sport. It's a team. You only need 5 to play. But I know that I have faith in the PV girls. I have faith in all the PV sports. If we could make it this far, if we starting to put our name out there and winning against, big teams, that's all that matters. And we're doing good.
I mean, you're absolutely right. And Asia, I want to say this as a quick aside to everybody who may be doubting Prairie View out there. When we think about Prairie View, it's the House of Champions, Asia, and I want you to think about this, right? Last year we won the softball SWAC championship. Football, we won the SWAC Western Division. Soccer team won the SWAC championship. Bowling team won the regular season title. So when we think about PV as a school athletically, we aren't to be overlooked. I mean, we have the talent, we have the people in house to produce and get those records that we're hoping for. So when we think about Prairie View, I mean, the saying is what? Prairie View produces productive people, and we have productive people on our athletic teams as well as in our classrooms. So I have no doubt in my mind that the basketball team will get things together and shape up to be a good season.
Yeah, I totally agree with you. So right now we'll be on a commercial break, but when we come back, we have a special guest for y'all. So just wait on it.
Hello and welcome back to Panther Sports Zone. Asia, we just got done talking about the basketball season on the men's and women's side. But one thing that I want to make sure that we talked about was the football season, because I mean, the football team has been doing great, but it isn't just over yet. You know, we have SWAC championship hopes, and I believe we're going to get there. But we still have one more game to be played, and that is against Mississippi Valley State, who we should win against. But you never know, right?
You never know.
any given Saturday in this case. But I mean, when we look at the standings, I mean, right now we have a conference record of 5-2. We have 3 teams below us: Southern, Texas Southern, and Alcorn State. So when we think about this, Asia, if we were to lose this game, you know, knock on wood, right? But if we were to lose this game, Southern and or Alcorn would have the tiebreaker over us. So although we expect a win against Mississippi Valley State, how nervous would you say you are for this game come Saturday?
Caleb, I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm nervous.
Yeah, I understand.
I ain't gonna lie.
Right.
I ain't gonna lie. I want to see Dion so bad where I see the light, and we right there. But it's like one little mistake. PV, let's not mess it up.
Right.
I don't want no overtimes. I don't want to be calling defense on that final coin toss. I don't want to say nothing. I have faith in my team, though. I have faith in the Panthers. We made it this far. We made it this far for a reason. And I feel like we deserve to be in that championship spot. We deserve to be given a second chance to show our heart and our success and why we made it to this point. I feel like, yeah, Jackson State's a good team, but at the same time, they haven't played us this season. So who knows how this game is going to go? It could go either way. And that's how I feel. How do you feel about it, though? Are you nervous?
I'm trying not to be nervous. I'm going to put it like that. But I think you made a great point, because it almost feels like we deserve this moment, right? I mean, we went to the SWAC championship last year, came up a bit short, and Jackson State is going to be there. We just need to punch our ticket for that rematch, right? So when we think about Southern and Alcorn and Texas Southern, we have the tiebreaker over Texas Southern, so they can't go. But when we think about Southern and Alcorn, Southern, I'm sorry, Coach Eric Dooley, but you lost to Texas Southern. How could you do that? I don't know. But you don't deserve to go to the SWAC championship if you lose to Texas Southern. Get out of my face. Alcorn, I was at the game. We lost that game more than you guys won that game. Alcorn, you don't deserve to go to the SWAC championship either. There's only one team in the SWAC West who deserves to play against Jackson State come December 4th, I believe, and that is Prairie View A&M University. So when we think about that, the nerves are there. But I have faith in Coach Bubba McDowell and our team, Trazon Conley, Ahmad Antoine. I trust our running game to get us through and then get us to Jackson State.
Yes, I agree with you. I agree. I see you have strong feelings about this.
Of course.
You're taking it a lot personal.
Yeah, man.
Hope you're sleeping good. But
I might have some nightmares if we lose.
Nah, but I honestly feel like I believe in our running game. I believe we're here for a reason. Let's not forget to, spread the field and just use everybody. I feel like this not this game, but this game we still got to win. So let's not forget about this game. Let's not overthink this game. Let's not mess up on this game because this game is really everything to us. If it wasn't a more important game, it would be right now. So we need to play this game, blow them out, have it in our head that we are the best because we can be the best.
Right.
But just go out there and play and win, and let's finish the season with a positive note,
And you're absolutely right, Agent. And I'm going to say this one quick thing before we go to break, is that to my PV faithful out there, PV Nation, I'm looking at you. When we go to Jackson State, because we will be Mississippi Valley, when we go to Jackson State, come out and support your team. One thing I will say, credit to Jackson State, is that they have a great fan base. Like Dion got that place rocking over there in Jackson, Mississippi. So Prairie View faithful out there, make sure you come out and support the Purple and Gold come December 4th. And I hope I'm not saying the date wrong, but I believe it is December 4th. But
yeah, it's the December 3rd.
Okay, there we go.
But same day, don't come late. That's all I can say. Don't come late.
There you go. We're gonna take a quick break. Can't get my words together, Asia. We're gonna take a quick break, and then after this, we're gonna have an interview with JV Sales. Stay tuned. This is Panther Sports Zone.
Welcome to Panther Sports Zone. We got a special guest here, Javius Seals. Javius, how you been? You liking the cold weather?
Man, I'm still trying to get adapted to the cold weather. I'm not really used to it, but at the same time I am because I have been living in Texas for a couple years now. So sometimes it be cold, the weather be switching up.
Right.
Hot another day,
Mm-hmm.
cold like it is now for a week straight, and then next week it'll be sunny as day like it's summer again.
Yeah, man, that's that Texas weather for you. But I wanted to start with this, David, because what brought you to PV to begin with?
Well, most of my family went to PV. My cousins graduated a couple years ago from Prairie View.
Yeah,
it's really right down the street from me, so I said, why not come to HBCU? Ever since then, I've been loving the school. Couldn't replace it for no other school.
That's a good reason to come, man. You a legacy. You might be just like me, because my mom graduated from Prairie View, so she kind of influenced me to come. But yeah, that's a good reason to come, man. But because you play for the intramural team, so talk a little bit about what motivated you to play.
Well, since after high school, I just been trying to get back to the field of playing regulation basketball because I've been hurt for a couple years. So I really trying to get that feel back. So I feel like the intramural team was a great opportunity for me to do that as far as getting my name out there and trying to play on the actual team.
Mm-hmm.
So I feel like it was a good start.
So you used to play basketball before in high school, right?
Yeah.
So what do you think is the difference between high school and college ball? Like, what's the difference? I know you got, different teammates and stuff, but would you say that it's a huge difference or it's easy to adapt?
For me, I feel like it's easy to adapt, but it is kind of different because the play style is different. It's more structured in college because you really can't just do anything you want to. You have teammates, try to play with your teammates, try to get them involved with different things as far as passing the ball. You just try to be a key part of the team, whether you're not scoring, you either rebounding, playing defense, being vocal, just different things to help the team win. It's all about winning in college.
That's
right.
true.
So talk a little bit about that competition level that you guys have to play against, because I know that you guys played against, teams like Lone Star, Texas A&M. You guys just played at JUCO recently. So talk a little bit about how that competition level stacks up, to what you may be used to.
Well, the competition is definitely out there. They do have some players. Compared to last season, we played teams. We usually blew them out by like 20, 30 points. But this year has been a lot tougher. If we do win, we win by like 10 or less than 10. We had a lot of competitive games that came down to the wire as far as us hitting the buzzer beater, us winning by 3, a couple of free throws to win the game. It's just been competitive tight games this year.
Yeah, man, but I want to say this to the fans real quick, Davis, because don't get it twisted. Although the games may be a little close, they pulling these wins out. Like I said, PV is the House of Champions, 7-3 record for the basketball intramural team. I wanted to, congratulate you guys on y'all's success. But Davis, I want to get to this real quick because I know sometimes in sports you can get down on yourself. You may not play the way that you want to play in every game. So what do you say to yourself to, kind of reassure yourself?
For me, personally, I just try not to be in my own head all the time. So if I'm not scoring, I try to just do anything that will help the team win. But majority of the time, I'm most likely the primary scorer. So if I am scoring, it's good. If I'm not, I just figure out how to get my teammates the ball, have somebody else fill the gap in for me for that possession or for that game.
All right, and I want to ask, every game is different, but I know you do something the same before every game. So, like, what's your pregame ritual? Like you listen to Meek Mill, you listen to Keith La, Young Dog. What is it for you?
Actually, for me, I like Rod Wave.
Oh, you sad.
Hey,
Don't be sad
already,
now.
Brother. We friends already.
Oh,
look at it in that aspect of it being sad. Yeah, a lot of people say that, but I feel like it's just calm and it eases my mind.
Yeah.
I really don't be thinking about a lot of stuff before the game. It just eases my mind to me.
I like that. Now, is it just you or like is it the whole team? Y'all just jamming out? Like, how's the chemistry?
Right.
How's the chemistry with the team?
For the team, I mean, everybody listens to their own thing. Everybody got their AirPods in, but when it's time to play, everybody come together. We have actually great chemistry for the team. We got a couple new players this year.
They all right?
Yeah.
Or they could get cut?
Nah, they staying on the team.
Yeah.
We all won. We all came together. We played as a team. Chemistry could be a little better, but that's just growing pains.
Yeah, man. So who do you model your game after? Because we all got that somebody who we like the way they jump shot look. So who is that guy for you?
For Me growing up, my favorite player was always Carmelo Anthony. So I try to model my game after him for the most part.
Yeah, man, I'm telling you, man, we friends already. You listen to Rod Wave, Carmelo Anthony. We like this already. But talk a little bit about what is it in Carmelo's game that you kind of try to pattern your game after.
Just his patience and his way and will to score the ball in all three ways, all three levels. Either way, it's a jump shot, get to the free throw line, layups, mid range, just different aspects of the game like that.
Yeah,
from all three levels.
All right, now going back to your high school days or even your past life, have you played any other sports or anything?
Yeah. Previously, I played football. I
Mm.
only played a couple years of football, but yeah, it was pretty cool.
What made you choose basketball or football? Because I know it's a lot of, athletes out there that they played basketball, track, baseball, everything.
Yeah.
What made you say basketball is for me?
Well, basketball was always my first sport, my first love. So I just chose basketball because I felt like it could take me farther than football could. So I decided to choose that. And I had success. I had a lot of success playing basketball.
All right. And what's your goals for the rest of the season? I know y'all have another season coming up in the spring, but what's your goals for that?
For me, personally, it's just to get back out there, get back to myself how I was last year, getting back to doing the little things right, just playing hard all the time, and just getting out there and doing the best I can and have a successful season like we did last year, becoming the reigning champions, trying to repeat in the spring 23 semester, and also go to nationals.
All right.
Man, like I tell you, man, PV is the house of champions. You just heard it here first. Intramural basketball team, championship team last year. But Javis, as we begin to wrap up, I just got one last question for you because I don't know if you have NBA dreams, overseas dreams, things like that. But what are your plans after graduation? Because I know you're a senior.
Yeah. After graduation, I plan to get in the gym, do little different things, get film out there, so possibly play overseas.
Okay, sounds good, man. We wish you the best here at Panther Sports Zone. Definitely, we're gonna be looking out for you, Javius. Thank you again for joining us.
Yeah.
And that'll be it for Panther Sports Zone. We just had Javius Seals on. My name is Caleb Carter,
And I'm Asia Sermon.
and we're signing out.